It was the lowest point of Casemiro's Manchester United career, a 2-0 home defeat by Newcastle on 30 December 2024. That night, his teammate Joshua Zirkzee was sarcastically cheered off by his own supporters, substituted after just 33 minutes. But the common consensus that night was that if Casemiro had been brought off at that point, the reaction would have been worse. The 33-year-old didn't play for a month after that, consigned to the bench for the following 5 games. Yet if there was a debate now as to which player United could least afford to lose for the rest of the season, Casemiro would be near the top of the list. Once, the Brazilian looked leggy and exposed in midfield. Now he shines. The midfielder will leave Old Trafford when his contract expires at the end of the season, and it looks as if he will do so on a positive note. How has the veteran turned it around? Form is temporary, class is permanent, the football adage goes, but form is dictated by a number of factors. A footballer's performances can be affected by the side they play for, their tactics, their teammates. Form is about situation. So it can look as if a player has become worse, when in reality the conditions around them have changed, limiting their chance to thrive. This season, Casemiro has found himself in the situations that get the best out of him more often. When Ruben Amorim was United's head coach between November 2024 and January 2026, Casemiro had to play in a physically demanding role. But his preseason preparation was key in matching those demands this season, with the midfielder visibly leaner and stronger. Preseason is a time to really grind and really do some real work. Then during the season, you can focus more on the games themselves, he said about his summer. Amorim also deserves some credit for improving the squad's fitness this season too, a notable strength of his. When Liverpool were looking at successors to Jurgen Klopp, one area they looked at was an ability to keep their players fit, at which Arne Slot ranked second only to the Portuguese manager. The fact United haven't played in European competition this season and were eliminated early in the domestic cups, meaning a total of just 40 games, will have helped protect Casemiro's legs in his final season at United too. In his short time as United head coach since replacing the sacked Amorim in January, Michael Carrick has improved the conditions that Casemiro has found himself in on the pitch. Defensively, moving from Amorim's 5-2-3 shape, which required players to press high at times, to a more conservative and compact 4-4-2 shape has reduced the distances he has to cover. Admittedly, United have played teams that look to dominate the ball, but under Carrick, Casemiro is averaging 10.3 kilometers per 90 minutes compared to the 10.7 kilometers per 90 minutes he ran under Amorim. In wide areas, particularly during the 2-0 win over Manchester City on 17 January, the fullback, winger, and striker near the ball would come over to apply pressure alongside the closest United central midfielder. This reduced the distances Casemiro had to defend alone, allowing him to win the ball more effectively. Conserving his energy and making the most of his actions is a theme that continues into his dueling statistics under Carrick. Casemiro has contested an average of 9.5 duels per 90 minutes under Carrick, compared to 12.6 duels under Amorim. His success rate, however, has jumped up from 51% to 58%. In attack, Casemiro boasts 5 goals and 2 assists in the Premier League this season, 1 goal away from his most prolific league campaign ever. With more non-penalty goals than Victor Gyökeres, Mohamed Salah, and Bukayo Saka, Casemiro's contributions in attack have put United in contention for Champions League qualification.